Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Turning Heel Podcast. I'm your host, Eric, joined as always by my co host, Mike, and his son and our co host, Sean. How are you guys tonight?
We're doing good. How about yourself?
Doing good, doing good. We had a couple of weeks off there, but we are back better than ever, ready to dive into this week. And we started off debating whether we wanted to even, well, I wouldn't say discuss, but predict the double or nothing card for this Sunday.
Had we?
And do we want to? Do we have anything confirmed? Well, what all do we have confirmed for this card?
I think it's
obviously,
either way.
I did bring it up.
Okay.
We do have a lot confirmed right now. So, 9 matches they have confirmed.
Okay.
All right. Well, then let's dive in.
Well, should we go since King and Queen's on Saturday? Should we do that first?
Yeah, we can do that first if you want.
All right, let's do that first because
that way we keeps it chronologically accurate.
Right, it keeps everything nice and in order. And here's my question.
Yeah.
Should the King and the Queen matches count for 2 points? Because usually title matches are 2.
Yeah. This is an interesting case. I'll say we can count it as a championship. Sure.
Okay.
Whoever wins it?
Yes. So let's just start out with
Is it gonna be Gunther versus Randy?
Good. Well,
I think so.
The first match is Gunther versus either Randy or Tama Tonga.
And I think this has to be Randy and Gunther for King of the Ring. And to me, this screams a great opportunity to put over Gunther, beating a 14-time world champion. That would put him right in line for a world title match.
I agree that it's gonna be Gunther. The only way it could not be him is him and you know how they kicked out Giovanni Vinci?
Yeah.
The only way that he could do it is if he comes in and interferes. That's it. But I do think the finals are going to be
interferes.
Gunther and Randy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going complete opposite as both of you guys.
You're going Tonga?
I'm going Tama Tonga to win it all.
Oh.
I
mean, that makes sense.
I think they have to strengthen this new bloodline.
Agreed, but I don't like putting him in there with Gunther. I don't think that makes a ton of sense.
I'm gonna gain a point. I'm gonna try to gain a point. I'm gonna want to make it Randy.
Okay.
All right. Well, so then we're each going somebody different then. Okay.
All right. I think Tama Tonga, they have to make this new bloodline special, and I think the way to do it is have him win with a lot of outside interference.
Yeah, look, and that could work. Tonga Loa and Solo get involved. Yeah, that could work.
It could work.
I can't say anything.
And then we have the Queen of the Ring next, which is going to be Laya Valkyria, we know from Raw, against either Bianca or Nia from SmackDown.
See, and I think this could be an all babyface matchup. I could easily see Bianca winning this. Right. I don't know what it does for her.
It's not going to be Bianca. She already has the tag titles. I think they need to push Valkyria. I think it's going to be Valkyria.
Yeah, you could be right. I could see that.
All right. I think it might be an all-face match. I could definitely see a Valkyria Bianca final.
I think so too. That's what I think it's going to be. Yeah.
But to me, it's kind of like, what are they going to do with Bianca as Queen of the Ring?
What are they going to do with Lyra as Queen of the Ring? I suppose you could push her into. into a triple threat or something with Becky and Liv.
I think they could push her, use that kind of like as a launching pad. So that's why I'm going to go Lyra.
Okay.
So no one chooses Nia.
No, your dad just chose Lyra.
No, he said Nia.
Oh, Nia. Yeah, no.
I'm not like most girls Nia Jax. Yeah, I don't think she's going to win it.
No, I don't think she's even beating Bianca on SmackDown.
No.
Okay. So, so we have our picks for King and Queen of the Ring.
Well, who are you picking?
Women... I'm sorry. I thought I made it clear. My obvious favorite, Bianca Belair.
Okay. All righty. And then let's see here. Next up on the official match card.
I'm not going to try to pick up a point with Nia because it's basically useless.
Becky versus Liv for the women's title.
Okay, so I know you guys have been waiting for this for a couple of weeks. For me to pound the table.
I'm typing it already. I'm typing it already. Yes.
I think it's going to be Becky, but there's this one twist that they could do.
Yeah.
They could let Liv Morgan
have my girl get justice finally.
And then make this biggest feud ever in women's history in WWE with Rhea Ripley and Liv. Liv could win the title. There could be an amazing feud. Or
I'm with you. Now, I still think they would have, as much as I love Liv Morgan, Liv and Rhea Ripley would have to do a lot of work to overcome the great feud of Trish Stratus and Lita. As far as greatest rivalries of all time in the women's division. But yeah, hey, look, I like where your head's at. Look, if for no other reason, I'm picking Liv Morgan because if I'm right, I can't have it be where when she finally wins it, I didn't even pick it.
Right. You really need to stick with Liv.
Yes.
So this sounds fair too. When Rhea comes back, she can decide, does she want the title or does she want Liv Morgan? I think she's going to go Rhea for the title for Becky Lynch, then want to go after Liv.
Well, Liv's not going to, Rhea's probably not going to be back till next year.
I know.
So we got
2025.
Hey, can we have a little, maybe the women's world title isn't on the line in a Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley. Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley, custody of Dominic?
I think.
Oh my God.
Becky Lynch.
Go down that rabbit hole.
I think Becky Lynch is just holding the title until Charlotte Flair or Rhea Ripley comes back. That's the only thing.
All right. Well,
that's an interesting one. I like your thought there on Charlotte Flair.
This title needs prestige.
Go ahead. Make your picks. Yeah.
And I'm still going to say, if you're trying to build prestige for a newer title, it's only been around a year or two, you got to go with the headliner. I'm sticking with Becky.
Can I go with Becky?
You could go with Liv or Becky. It's up to you.
I'll go with Becky.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know what just happened. Oh, I don't know what just happened there, but I just closed that out.
I'm not sure that Flair been
somehow I think I was playing this on another tab, and so all of a sudden that queued up.
Oh. Next up
go ahead.
Is the Intercontinental title match between Sammy, Chad, and Big Bronson. Okay.
They're pushing him so freaking much.
You going, Bum?
It has to be him.
Okay.
Well, I like your idea, and I like the idea of Bronson Reed winning the Intercontinental title because he's the guy that's his mission. He's going after the championship. It's not a personal vendetta thing for him. It's, they made a big point of this on Monday where it was like, dude, this is just business. I'm going after the championship because that'll make me more money. And I dig that
Right.
about
I
him.
think if
But I
I
still
think if
think this is Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's still in his reign. Like we're still building to what his Intercontinental title reign
I
is going to be.
still think when Chad takes the title off of him, I don't think he will, but it's gonna be at SummerSlam if it does. But I don't think he ever will because
Right.
it's gonna go to Bronson Reed.
All right. So all three of
Okay.
us are picking different
Sheesh.
because
So you're
I'm going
going
to go.
Gable?
I
Okay.
Also, when he leaves the Alpha Academy, he has something.
I think there's a little foreshadowing on Monday when he was
Mhm.
talking to the Creed brothers.
Good point. Yes.
I think they're going to turn them heel, and I think it might happen in Saudi Arabia and cost Sammy the title because it's a no
You
disqualification.
could be honest. Yeah.
Kick Otis and Akira Tozawa and Max Sanders out,
All right.
and then
Maybe.
Sammy. I mean,
And maybe
Chad
Ivy
joined the
Nile
team.
turns on Dupree.
You know what I would like to
And
see
so it's
is Ivy stay with Maxine as they're building up this women tag team division. Have
Mhm.
them be like, what's going on here? And keep them as a face tag team on Raw to compete because I like what they're doing with trying to have a fatal four-way to get a new women's number one contender for the tag team. I want to see them build that division. So I
Yes.
hope they keep those two together as faces and then have the Creeds turn heel.
Agreed.
Guys, if you think about
Yeah.
this, Bianca and Jade not gonna lose the titles anytime soon, unless think about this: Rhea and Charlotte Flair team up. That's not gonna happen. So I'm saying that nobody's ever gonna take the titles off of them until one of them
Well,
turns
I
on
mean,
each other.
someone will eventually.
Right.
I hope it doesn't come down to them. Like to me, when someone turns on the other to cost, like when they're a tag team and they cost their tag, like when the Steiner brothers, when Scott
Sure.
Steiner turned on Rick, like
Right.
it cheapened the WCW tag team titles.
It does.
How about
Whenever I
this one?
see tag team champions turn on each other mid match like that just cheapens the belts. It just says like, okay, this belt doesn't mean anything.
Right.
And I don't want to see that for the women's tag titles.
No. And then the final match announced for King and Queen of the Ring
Okay, so the rest of the card.
is Cody versus Logan Paul.
Oh my God! It's of course gonna be Logan. We all know it. Who in the right mind will think it's gonna be Logan? It's gonna be Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, Cody's gonna win. Like
I think when they did the contract signing Friday and Logan had his lawyer back out his title, that just made it ever apparent that
Eric.
this is Cody.
So, if Sami Zayn wins the match, King and Queen of the Ring tournament, if he wins, I don't think he will though. If he wins, the only person to beat him in the future that would be in fit to do that is L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Well, no, they're on two different shows.
I'm saying in the future.
Yeah, on two different shows.
Until the next.
Well, I still
draft or
think I think it'll be in the I think SummerSlam we're going to see Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable one-on-one for the Intercontinental title. To me, that's when I have because I want this turn with the Alpha Academy and with the Creed brothers. I want it to be kind of a slow burn. Although I worry that it's going to go stale if they try to drag it out too long.
Right.
But yeah, I think it should be Chad Gable who eventually wins the Intercontinental title from Sammy. Maybe like what you have is Gable not be the one get pinned. Like if Sammy were to pin Bronson Reed.
Right.
Yeah, and then like Gable tries to do this whole like, "Hey, you never pinned me," and keeps lobbying for another title match, and Sammy just being like, "Dude, I've beaten you twice. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Back of the line and work your way up." And it becomes like this thing where Gable's constantly trying to earn another Intercontinental title match, and maybe even have Gable put the Alpha Academy on the line, where if Sammy wins, he has to set the Alpha Academy free. And that's where we get the turn with
Wait, what did
the
he
Creed
say
brothers,
to the,
something like that, maybe at SummerSlam.
what did he say to the Creed brothers?
We don't know. He just said think about
We
it.
don't know. It's a tease. Yeah, it was a tease. Could have been, hey, join up with all of us, or it could have been you're gonna replace Tozawa and Otis, and
Right.
who knows?
Or go back to NXT.
Right.
I mean, it could be that too. Yeah,
it could be anything, but I think it's join the Alpha Academy.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I think that's what they're teasing there.
I think so.
Speaking of NXT, what did you guys think? Did you get to watch NXT from last night yet? Or
I haven't seen it yet.
oh, sorry, I think we're having some technical difficulties here. But
Yeah,
did you get to watch NXT?
I did not.
I tried to catch up with NXT, but I'm not good at it.
All right.
Okay.
I try to do better though.
Well, look, it's what did we say? The one that was 16 hours of wrestling every week before we get any premium live events. So it's a lot.
It is. It is. It is. So, but no, I did not.
And of course, we're gonna be
last night, but I'll watch it probably later tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah. Now we're gonna be in was it Orswig, Pennsylvania?
Yes, Orswig is the new home of AXW. Yes.
Yeah, we're going to be there on Saturday. So, all you fans of the Turning Heel podcast, feel free to join us. Come over, say hello at the Orswig Veterans Memorial. This will be my first trip there.
Yes, it's
their
longer haul.
Their third show there, right?
Yeah, it'll be my second one there. We missed last month, but
because I would have gone if it wasn't for him.
Right. Well,
you do need.
What are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, were you gonna walk up there?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make him take me to an extra one in the future.
Okay.
Or we can take me to a SmackDown.
Oh, okay.
Okay. How about a Collision? Maybe next month.
There we go. Yeah.
Because in
Allentown,
Allentown,
Collision and Rampage shape, and yeah.
And you know what's bad about that? Since we're segueing into AEW, I looked up for tickets for that. They're not even selling tickets for the top of the arena.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's
pathetic. They're not even selling tickets. I don't think for behind the side the camera's at. I think it's only like the lower where the camera is.
How about for Double or Nothing?
I don't know. That I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't looked up anything about tickets for Double or Nothing because, well, I have no intention of going out to Las Vegas. But
right. But yeah, it is. Let me just see here. As we're talking about it,
So when is this Rampage or Collision event?
June 20th. They're having a rampage at the PPL Center in Allentown. And
Okay.
you know what? Yeah, they're only selling tickets for sections 103 to 109 and the floor. The rest of the arena
Oh,
is
my.
grayed out. I
Oh
don't know if you
my!
see that.
Yeah, I can't really see, but wow.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Just
let
out of
me-
curiosity, how much are those tickets in 109?
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's see here. They range from $36 to $30.60.
So the most expensive seat we can get is like $36
In 109, yeah. Now
in
some of the
109.
seats go over $100.
Okay.
Like down on the floor. They do have some expensive
Mhm.
ditties. 105, like 50, 157.50. So they do have some expensive.
Nothing compared to
June 20th. What is that? That's a Wednesday.
It's a Thursday. They're going to tape it on Thursday.
Is it? Oh.
I've really have looked at.
I can get talked into a trip out to Allentown for 10 minutes.
Yeah, we'll think about it. It is a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to go to a family reunion that weekend, so I could just call it an early weekend.
You could.
Especially since
All
I
right.
get done work at 2:00 on Thursday. We can just take off right from there. And oh gosh, I hope nobody's watching from work, but got a nasty virus.
Yeah. We
Actually,
can
the beautiful
think
thing is
of
they're not even allowed to ask.
All right. Yeah. We'll think about
But,
it because
okay.
it is summer vacation too. So
Yeah. It's an idea. It could be a fun little road trip.
it could be.
what?
It's literally yesterday for his school. We want the Iron Pigs. It's literally
Yeah,
right
Lehigh.
where
Yeah.
we were.
What?
An AEW show is going to be up where we were yesterday.
But we just stopped to get Waffle House. The
Why do you
Waffle.
like,
The
why do you like
Waffle.
Waffle House?
Why don't you?
How much time we got?
Waffle House is delicious.
Okay.
I have to agree. Yeah, I have to agree with everyone.
Just a little off topic here. Just a little.
It's rabbit hole.
It's fine.
It
Look,
happens
I
on the
am somebody.
podcast.
I am someone who loves crappy food.
Right.
Like the crappier the better. I love McDonald's. Like I am a straight up mark for Burger King, all the
Right.
fast food crappy places. So when I say the Waffle House is hot garbage, don't take that as an insult. I love that shit.
Right.
So yeah, so don't be alarmed when I call a Waffle House hot garbage. That is not meant as an insult.
Because we drove by Waffle House yesterday, and he's just like, "Stop the bus."
That's great. That's fantastic. Especially when it's something that you can't have on the regular.
Exactly.
Like there's
Like,
no
when we go to
Waffle
Dutch
House
Wonderland-
close enough. Right.
When we go to Dutch Wonderland, we get Waffle House. That's our thing.
Absolutely. When my wife and I, when we went on our honeymoon, we were down in Tennessee, and we drove there, and the whole time she's like, "Look, we got to hit a Waffle House," and I'm like, "Look, I'll love it," and I'm trying to explain to my wife, it's going to be a one and done experience for you. You're going to go there one time, and be like, "This is what the fuss is about." I'm going to love it, but I know that she doesn't share the same taste that I do for some of those places.
Yeah. Yes.
And that's what it was. We went there one time, and she was just like, all right, well, I got that out of my system.
That's delicious. The house of waffles.
I mean, obviously you get waffles when you go to the Waffle House.
It's fun.
All right. Sean.
Now you're the co-host.
Okay. All right, I guess we should get back to predicting wrestling.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Enough crappy food talk. Yeah.
Okay, we did enough crappy food
So
talk.
double
All
or
right,
nothing.
I'm just gonna double or nothing. First match we got is Roddy Strong against Will Ospreay for the AEW International Championship.
Ospreay.
Here, I need to type.
It's gonna be Ospreay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ospreay too because
Even
I
though
just feel like they're gonna want to build that title up, and I feel like Will Ospreay is a much better candidate to build that title up.
Even when Undisputed Era interferes, Ospreay's gonna win it.
Right, I agree. I think it's gonna be. It has to be an Ospreay victory.
He even beat Daniel Bryan or Ryan Danielson, whatever you want to call him.
Then next up we have Toni Storm defending against Serena Deeb.
I guess I'll go Toni Storm just because I don't really have much of a reason. As great as the story of Serena Deeb's comeback is, I just think it just screams another moment where they're gonna have her come up short.
I think it's gonna be Storm because I don't know who Serena Deeb is.
Yeah, I want to say Serena. I really do. Her comeback story is great.
Right. Yeah.
But I just think that I don't think they're going to take that title off until Mariah May does it.
Yeah, and I would say that will be an all-in.
Right. I just don't see anyone beating Toni for the title.
Yeah. Agreed.
Now, the next match is going to be interesting. It's a barbed wire steel cage match. Talk about gimmick supreme for the TNT title between Adam Copeland and Malachi Black.
I kind of think this is the moment they've been building towards to try and turn Adam Copeland to this like darker character.
Right.
And I think how they get there is Malachi Black wins, and when Adam bends the knee, it's like he abandons this whole family man persona that he's had, the good guy, I think he becomes that evil character that I feel like he wanted to become when he developed the Judgment Day in WWE, but then they kind of cut his legs out from under him.
Right.
I could not agree with you better.
All right, so you're going Malachi Black as well? All right. This one's kind of tough, but as much as I want to see Malachi,
which I think is a sign of good booking.
Mm-hmm. As much as I want to see Malachi win the title, something tells me it's going to be an Adam Copeland retention somehow. He's going to have to tap into that dark side and win it that way.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Now you're making me think about this match.
All right. Next up is an interesting stipulation, an IWGP eliminator match between Moxley against Takeshita.
Moxley.
It's an eliminator match, not an actual championship match, right?
Correct.
I'll go Takeshita.
Okay.
Then I think Moxley wins in the rematch for the championship.
Okay.
Can I change my answer to Copeland now?
Yeah, all right. Sean's switching to Copeland.
After what you just said, it made me switch my mind.
And my thing, I think this match sets up Forbidden Door. Moxley and Takeshita.
You know what I would love to see?
Because Moxley's going to have to drop that IWGP title at some point to someone signed to New Japan. So I think this beats Takeshita. who's in DDT, not NJPW, but it brings out someone to defend his honor, set up. So I'm going to go Moxley.
Okay. Who would you like? Just sidebar. Who would you think would make sense to step up to face Moxley?
Do we see Naito step up again? The man who lost the belt.
I think that'd be awesome. Yeah, I think that'd be great.
I would love to see that. Or Shingo, I think. Shingo Tagashi.
Yeah, Shingo would make sense.
Yeah, I have a hard time pronouncing his last name.
Yeah.
It's a lot of, but he would make sense too. All right, so the next match is
I think you got it right. Shingo Tagashi. Yeah.
Yeah. Trent against Orange in a grudge match.
Grudge match?
I would think Orange Cassidy would win that one. Okay. Everything's been about building Trent Beretta for now. I guess it's time to cut the legs out from him and just have Orange get the win. He's gonna be like Orange is a megastar at this point. Like
he is for them.
The only reason why I'm not choosing Orange Cassidy is because I just want to pick up a point.
There you go. Well, that's a sound strategy in this. Because I'm going to go Orange as well, based upon A, he's a bigger star, and B, like it wouldn't surprise me if Trent wins this match, but it's like, where are they going to go next?
Yeah.
Next up is an
right, and then
the what did you say? Next is the FTW.
Oh no, I was just gonna say. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. You go ahead. FTW.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead, because you're gonna say something about Trent and Orange.
Well, I just think the smarter booking, like if I were booking it from a WWE style, I would want to try to get another match or two out of it. And I would try to do something underhanded with Trent Beretta getting the win. But seeing how AEW kind of likes to, like the big card is the big blow off and we don't build after that. Like, I think that's going to be, the big blow off and the big payoff is Orange Cassidy, their big star, getting a win.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I kind of agree. Like, this is one of those shows where
they need to build up Trent.
They need to build him up.
I agree with you. Yeah.
Like, what are they going to do?
Yeah. Well, it's like you've already had him have like the signature matches like that he had with the Best Friends when they had the parking lot match.
Right.
And like to me, that would have made more sense to having Trent and Orange Cassidy in the parking lot match because like you knew that Chuck Taylor, like, that was just about putting him completely out, at least for a while longer.
Right. All right. And I think they survived. They did well with that match. And I enjoyed it, but now it's kind of like, what are we going to do with this one?
Yeah, and it kind of feels drug out now at this point.
It does. But a lot of AEW feels drug out, which we're really going to hit that coming up in the latter half of this card. And we'll start with the FTW title between Jericho defending against whoever wins tonight's eliminator match.
Who's that eliminator?
Which it's gonna be Hook.
It's gonna be Hook. Surprise.
Just put him in the match. Like you didn't have to have this eliminator match. Just Jericho and Hook, 1-on-1. Like and look,
what if it's not? Who's in that elimination match?
Shibata, Brian Keith, and Hook.
What if you have like a big schnoz thing go on and we turn out to have a fatal 4-way?
That would be cool. which
I think that would be a great thing. And
which I'm really hoping they pull the trigger and do this, just
Yeah.
because this way Brian Keith would get an AEW pay-per-view match.
And I think Brian Keith deserves an AEW pay-per-view match.
He wrestles on Ring of Honor a lot for them, and he's incredible.
And he's fantastic.
Yes.
Like, I didn't know who he was until he was a part of the TV title match at Final Battle.
Right.
And when I saw him wrestle in that Final Battle match, I was like, who is this guy? And how can I make the rest of my life about him? Like, This guy is incredible.
He is. He really is a great wrestler.
I'm just going to go Brian.
All right. I'm going to go very predictable Hook on this match.
I know it's going to be Hook, but I'm already down by enough, and I just want to try to make up a point, so.
Okay.
All right. So who do you want to go? Jericho?
No.
Well, Sean, we don't even know if Brian Keith's going to be in it.
Yeah, we don't know. All we really know is Jericho's defending the For the World Championship, which I love that he does that. That is so awesome.
All right.
I mean, look, I'll just go the safe answer and say Hook's going to win tonight, and Hook's going to win the FTW Championship at Double or Nothing, because that just seems like that's the payoff we're going towards.
That's what I'm feeling. I think Hook's going to win.
I think it's going to be him now.
Okay, so you think it's going to be Shibata somehow?
Okay, so you think Shibata's winning the Eliminator match, and then Shibata's winning the championship on Sunday. Okay.
Which wouldn't be a bad idea.
No, that wouldn't be a bad idea at all.
No.
Although what I really think should happen is they need to get rid of the FTW title. It's useless. It serves absolutely no purpose. Like, I'm tired of these matches. Like, how many times do I got to see Hook defending the FTW championship or chasing the FTW championship? We don't see anybody else wrestle for it.
It's pointless. It's pointless at this point. Now, speaking of pointless, very nice segue.
Yeah.
We have a
AEW match.
A triple main event advertised for this pay-per-view. Not a double, but a triple.
Sure.
And in the triple main event, we have the secondary women's title, the TBS title, as part of this triple main event between Willow Nightingale
so you don't put the actual AEW Women's Championship. It's the TBS championship. The undercard championship is built
undercard championship is part of the main event because AEW spent a lot of money on this woman that they haven't used called Mercedes Moné.
And look, if you ever want, now Sean, you're a little young for this. Maybe in a few years you can get some AEW old tapes and play this drinking game with your buddies when you're in college. But if you ever want a crazy drinking game that will get you shit-faced really quick, do a shot every time Mercedes Moné in an interview refers to herself as the CEO. I mean, my God. I'm sitting there like last Wednesday. It's like, ching, ching, ching. Like, how many times? I get it. You're the CEO. Like, God, shut up. Just stop talking.
You know what gets me? And I'm going to go on a soapbox here, but guess what? Yeah. This is the time to do it. All these fans, look at AEW. They signed Okada. They signed Monet. They signed Ospreay. Okay, they signed all this big name talent, but what are they doing with this big name talent? None of them are in the main event picture.
And what did WWE do when they signed two New Japan mid-carders, really? Although upper mid-carders in Tama Tonga and Tongaloa. They put them right in the top storyline, gave them a great story, and have built a faction around those two and
That
have
just
made them
shows
stars.
that WWE is better than AEW, and it always will be.
Well, it's run better. Like
It's run better. Yes, it's
look, I
run by a
want
wrestling
AEW
guy.
to succeed. Yeah, I want AEW to succeed. But as
It's
long
like
as
trying
this
to
is
make
just
it right.
Tony Khan's little fun thing to let the wrestlers run their own promotion, hey, Young Bucks, you're not wrestling promoters. You're not.
No, and you guys have ruined this for a lot of people.
You
Like-
chase CM Punk out, like for real, not just in their little kayfabe way. They really chased him out because they were jerk offs to him. They wouldn't take his suggestions. They wouldn't take his help. He would try to help them with creative ideas and come up with things to help the company. And they just, oh no, we just want to push our guys. We want to push our friends.
Yeah.
And to hell with everybody else.
Right.
And yet, CM Punk's got a better.
The only one they actually respected was Chris Jericho.
Exactly.
Which, I mean, how can you not respect Chris Jericho? Can I just, for a second, just talk about how awesome Chris Jericho is? Like, the fact that he is really the best thing going in AEW. Like, he really is.
Yeah.
Although he needs to leave AEW, come back to WWE, go into the Hall of Fame, be celebrated for the hero that he is.
Really, he should. He should, but.
And then go on Fozzy can go on all these world tours. Have Fozzy sing God Bless America at a WrestleMania.
There you go.
I mean, come on. That'd be awesome.
You've got some ideas in you there. All right, so now after we've gone on our tirade about AEW, let's do the triple main event.
Right, yeah, let's triple main event.
Willow or Mercedes?
I'm gonna pick with my heart and not my head, and I'm gonna go Willow because she is just. I love her. Like she may be my favorite AEW women's wrestler, either her or Sky Blue. Which, when they had their big match a couple weeks ago, that was awesome.
That it was.
This one's gonna be tough.
So I'll go
with my head and say Mercedes.
I mean, that's what the smart money would say.
Right.
And no offense by this, he's the one that gets the more points out of all of us. So I'm gonna just, if you're ever stuck, just find another person in the lead.
There you go.
Well,
but you got
that's right. I won last year.
That's
and
right.
I will hang my hat on that one.
You did. All right. Then we have
Why's your mouse like that?
I don't know, a meaningless world title match as far as I'm concerned. There's no heat in this. Swerve against Christian.
No. Yeah, this is Swerve. Swerve's going to retain.
Yeah, Swerve's got to win, I think. Yeah. I mean, I don't see how any possible way Christian wins this, but they have done crazier things.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say this is definitely Swerve's got to retain.
They're not doing much. I just love to see Christian Cage win. I need to pick up a point. I'm already down enough. What matters if I lose a point? I'll go with Christian Cage.
There we go. And now from what I have a sneaky suspicion, because I don't think you were over last year for Double or Nothing. I'm not getting it this year because I'm not wasting this much money for this card.
Okay.
No chance.
Can we watch it on TV?
No.
Why?
The Anarchy in the Arena match between the Elite and Team AEW, I think, is going to be the main event. Now, last year was craziness. They had a guy sing Wild Thing throughout half the match. It was ridiculous. I didn't know whether to... Yeah, if I was a wrestling fan, If my friends are not wrestling fans, I don't know if I would tell them to watch it or not.
Who's
So,
in it again? Darby Allin, Brian Danielson.
it is Darby Allin, Bryan Danielson, and FTR against Jack Perry, the Young Bucks, and Okada.
Yeah. Since I think this is gonna set up Blood and Guts, and not that I want it to, but I think it will set up Blood and Guts. I'll go with Team Young Bucks and Okada.
The Elite, as they're called.
Yeah, I'll go with the Elite.
You know what? I think I got to go with
AEW.
You know what?
I mean, Danielson, Darby, and them.
All right, you're taking Team AEW.
Yeah, I'm going Team Elite.
Oh my god!
Because again, I think this is all building towards Blood and Guts.
I think
they're gonna want to. I don't want it to.
No, I don't want it to either. I really, really don't. I think this is a horrible gimmick.
Yeah,
I think it's getting worse by the week. Like with them pretending to fire Christopher Daniels on TV last week was horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just this horrible gimmick. It's awful. It's building up to Blood and Guts. Forbidden Doors coming up. God. Man, I guess I'll go with the Elite as much as I want to take AEW. Because
I want to take Team AEW too, but
you know what though? It's me. I got to go AEW. I cannot sit there and go against.
Because you can't pick against FTR. Just like I can't pick against Liv Morgan, you can't pick against FTR.
I cannot pick against FTR. I cannot pick against Bryan Danielson.
How about Darby Allin?
Darby Allin. Darby Allin, I don't know. But I can't go
Darby
against.
Allin was going to climb Mount Everest.
Right. I can't go. And he got hit by a bus. And he's back in the ring.
Yeah.
He got hit by a bus in New York. I don't know how he's doing it. You know what?
He went through the glass. How is this man still alive?
I don't know.
I ask myself that a lot sometimes.
He's putting his life on the line way too much here.
Yeah, I got to go Darby and Danielson. And I got to go Team AEW.
All right. Like I said, I'm going Team Elite. Not that I wanted to, because I do believe this is going to set up Blood and Guts.
I think so too.
Blood and Guts.
War Games.
Yeah. It's their answer to War Games, because they couldn't own the rights to War Games, and Cody couldn't have a promotion that he was a part of that didn't have War Games.
Right.
No. Yeah, that's the boy. Talk about an uninspiring way for us to go out this week.
Talk about it. I mean, and that just shows you how pathetic the booking is right now in AEW.
Yeah.
That we went out on a fart for a main event. Like you think,
like I just did.
Literally, you did. Yes, literally, you did.
Oh, you poor guy.
But it's literally just like, come on, this is what you're giving us for what's supposed to be your biggest show of the year.
I just farted while we were doing the main event match.
And this is what we get. We get the guys who Tony Khan needs to put the control of this company's creative into someone who doesn't wrestle for him, because this is getting worse and worse and worse, like WCW did at the end with Hogan's creative control. The Bucks and Omega are going to ruin things.
I feel like this is like Tony Khan should step in and just be like, look, I'm going to hire somebody like a Jim Cornette or an Eric Bischoff, and I'm going to tell him, like, look, I don't need you guys to be on-air characters. I just need you guys to help me write TV. and helped me write this company to be a better company than what it is.
He really does. I mean, Dynamite's getting unbearable.
Yeah. Like, it's on right now, and I gotta be honest, like, when we get off the air, I'll watch it tomorrow,
Right.
but, like, there's no temptation for me to watch Dynamite at all right now.
No.
There is a reason to play Fight Forever, though.
I don't even have that game.
We have it for the Switch. So.
Yeah.
No, there's always a reason to play a good video game. I mean.
Oh, yeah.
You just can't get me 2K20.
They didn't come out on the Switch. That's the one problem.
That's Switchist.
It's very Switchist, yes, if you want to make that word up. That's the one problem with having the Switch is sometimes you don't get all the games.
Yeah. I have my PlayStation 4. Although I'm trying to talk the wife into letting me go get a PlayStation 5. I'll let you know how that goes.
What do we have?
3.
And because I want to get the vibe because NCAA college football is finally coming back out for the first time in about 10 years.
Yes.
I'm very excited and want to get that game, and although it's only coming out for PS5.
Right. Yeah. So that is a necessity to get the PS5.
It's a human necessity.
Absolutely, 100%.
Right.
And now I just have to convince my wife that it's a necessity.
Good luck with that.
Thanks, I'm going to need it.
You will. You will.
But thank you, everybody, for joining us this week. We will check out any of our followers, any of our viewers who are coming out to Orswig this Saturday. What time does that start?
4:45.
Okay.
For a recharge.
So that's probably about an hour and a half from us. So, 45,
yeah.
So around 3:15 or so, I'll have to hit the road. So I'll get to watch a good 2 hours of King and Queen of the Ring.
All right.
Hopefully, I get to see my girl Liv Morgan capture the women's world title. Right, we will see.
You're really hoping for that one.
I am. I'm pulling for her.
I know you.
I want to get I have the shirt like already like selected and ready to purchase for the Cry About It. Like, I want to get that one.
Right.
I think I just need to pull the trigger and do it.
I think you do.
And I could debut it right here on the show after she wins the world title.
Cheeky.
Yeah.
Yes. Why did you say cheeky? Why not, Denise? Why not?
Everybody, have a great night. Thank you so much for joining us. Sean, thanks for hanging out with us.
Always.
Mike, always a good time, man.
See you guys
Saturday. And
we'll see you Saturday.
Happy wrestling, everybody.